Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once upon a time, in a large forest, stood the cottage where the teddy bear family lived. Father Bear was very big. Mother Bear was middling in size, and only Baby Bear was a real teddy bear. Each bear had its own bed. Father Bear's bed was very big. Mother Bear's bed was middling in size, while Baby Bear had a very little bed. Beside the fireplace around which the family sat stood a large carved chair for Father Bear, a lovely blue velvet armchair for Mother Bear, and a very little chair for Baby Bear. Neatly laid out on the table stood 3 bowls, a large one for Father Bear, a smaller one for Mother Bear, and a little bowl for Baby Bear. Not far from their cottage lived a little fair-haired girl, but she was haughty and stuck up. One day, Mother Bear made a nice porridge. When it was ready, she said to the family, "It has to be left to cool now, otherwise it will taste horrible. That will take at least an hour. Why don't we go out?" Father Bear and Baby Bear would much rather have eaten the porridge, warm or not, but they went out with Mother Bear. A short time later, the little girl, whose name was Goldilocks, passed by the bear's house. "Oh, what an ugly house the bears have," said Goldilocks. "I'm going to look inside. It won't be beautiful like my house, but I'm dying to see where the bears live." Knock, knock. The little girl tapped on the door. Knock, knock. Not a sound. So Goldilocks went inside the house and saw the 3 bowls on the table. This is porridge," she said, dipping her finger into the bowl. She left the bowl empty on a messy table and went on exploring. "Now then, this must be Father Bear's chair. This will be Mother Bear's chair, and this one must belong to Baby Bear. I'll just sit on it a while." With these words, Goldilocks sat herself down onto the little chair, which promptly broke. Goldilocks crashed to the floor, but she didn't care, and she went upstairs. There was no mistaking which was Baby Bear's bed. This is so comfortable," she said, bouncing on it. Then she yawned. "I think I'll lie down, only for a minute, just to try the bed." And in next to no time, Goldilocks lay fast asleep in Baby Bear's bed. In the meantime, the bears were on their way home. "Hurry," said Father Bear. "Someone's in our house. I can see the door open." And then he went into the kitchen and found that someone had eaten all the porridge. "Someone's been jumping up and down on my armchair," complained Mother Bear. "And someone's broken my chair," wailed Baby Bear. Who could it be? They ran upstairs and tiptoed in amazement over to Baby Bear's bed. In it lay Goldilocks, sound asleep. Baby Bear prodded her. "Who's that? Where am I?" shrieked the little girl, waking up with a start. Taking fright at the scowling faces of the bears bending over her, she clutched the bedclothes up to her chin. Then she jumped out of bed and fled down the stairs. "Oh, I have to go home," she told herself as she ran, forgetful of all the trouble she had so unkindly caused. But Baby Bear called her from the door, waving his arm. "Don't run away. Come back and play with me." From that day onwards, haughty, rude Goldilocks became a pleasant little girl. She made friends with Baby Bear and often went to his house to play.
Lê isso pra mim.